I've been looking around, trying to find something. I've searched all over town, keep coming up with nothing. Just places to drink, places to eat, but nothing that truly satisfies me. Maybe it's something deeper I need. Where can it be found? I need people who treat me like one of the family, who look at me and see all that I can be, where no one's a stranger, everyone's loved, with peace that comes only from above. But maybe I'm asking a bit too much. Where can they be found? Solid grounds, you're welcome here. Solid grounds, come in and share the best music, Joe, and ministry around. Solid grounds. Where was this kind of place when I was a young man? It seems like such a waste, the things I was doing. Now if it's Saturday night and you're lonesome and bored, I know a date you can always afford. Maybe what you're looking for is the Lord. Where can he be found? Solid grounds, you're welcome here. Solid grounds, come in and share the best music, Joe, and ministry around. Solid grounds, you're welcome here. Solid grounds, come in and share. Solid grounds.
Hello and welcome to Solid Grounds. Happy to see you here tonight. I want to do a little housekeeping before we get started. The bathrooms are right behind that green quilt. And if you need to make a hasty exit, a quick exit for some reason, that's it. There and there. There's a door back there too. So just so you know. I want to mention that we like to keep it as quiet as possible when the performers are performing. So just keep that in mind, because others might be more interested in listening than perhaps you are. If you want to have a conversation, maybe just go in the foyer or someplace. And if you want to dance, this area right there is for you to dance in. Not really a proper dance floor, but most dancers I know, if they want to dance, nothing's going to stop them. So we would just encourage you to be over there. So once again, your heads are not in the way of people watching the performers. All right. So my name is Susan Clark, and I am the Director of Musical Inspiration here at the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. So I'm here almost every Sunday doing the music. And it's kind of my idea to get this whole thing started in our location. We started back in on June 14th. That was our first performance. So how many of you were at the old Solid Grounds? Yeah. So you remember it was Wantabo, and so now we're here. And it was at St. Stephen's for 25 years. So when I performed, I'm also a musician and a performer, so I had performed at Solid Grounds a few times. And when they closed their doors, they sent out an email to all the performers saying what was happening. And I thought, oh, that's too bad. And then I thought, I wonder if we could just take over the management of that. And so we made some calls, and it was totally up for grabs and possible. So here we are every Friday night. So please tell your friends. And now on to this evening's performer. I was going to go get my glasses, but I did not. So I'll just... So ROBB JANOV is our performer this evening. And if you haven't heard Rob before, you're in for a real treat. I'm so excited to see him live. I've known Rob for a number of years, but I just see videos on Facebook, so I've never seen him do his thing live. And it's looping, for you, those of you who know a little bit about looping. Everything Rob does tonight is going to be live. Nothing is pre-recorded. So he's going to be creating these wonderful soundscapes for you all by himself, which is quite amazing. Let's see what else. So I did want to mention about Rob. I think Rob is retired from this position, but for the past 25 plus years, Rob was instrumental. I think Rob started the rock and rhythm program in mid-schools, and who knows how many countless young people he inspired and encouraged to play music. And I think Rob had some national recognition for that at one point. Maybe he can tell you about that if he wants. What else? He's a stylish guy. He's a wonderful composer. He's a great performer, very creative, very innovative, and I think he's hiding behind the quilt. So, Rob, if you'd like to come in and meet your clients here tonight, all right? Here comes Rob right now, ROBB JANOV. All right.
Hello. Hi. How are we doing? Happy Friday to you all. Yeah, thank you for that wonderful introduction. It's really a joy to be here in this beautiful space with all you wonderful people. Going to play some music for you. I need to tune because I think my violin got a little... It was speaking to me back there going, better check again. So let me make sure I'm in tune. Yeah, so this is called live looping. That is basically I'm recording myself live. I'm going to play something and record it, and then I'm going to add on top of it and switch back and forth and create a whole bunch of me's, which is a scary thought. One of me so far is enough. But anyway, yeah, so I'll create it. I'll play a little, and then we'll talk some more after that. Let me play a little something for you. And, yeah. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a song called Ochichonya. Ochichonya, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's called Dark Eyes. It's an old Russian folk melody that is often played in that style, and that style is hot jazz, hot gypsy jazz, Roma jazz. It has lots of names. If you've heard of Django Reinhardt, who is a famous guitar player from the 30s, that was what I was going for. So yeah, cool. Yeah. It's nice to not have to call band members. Well, they're down here on my pedal board. Right on, good. So let's do some, I got a little bit of feedback here. Let me scoot back a little bit here. All right. Stevie Wonder. Yeah? Is that a nod, yes? Okay. Let us Stevie Wonder. toy. Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were happy with the joy that they would bring. Sneaking out the back door, hang out with those hoodlum friends of mine. Greeted at the back door, I thought I told you not to go outside. Trying your best to bring the water to your eyes, thinking it might stop her whipping your behind. I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? 'Cause I love them so. Brother says he's telling about you playing doctor with that girl. Just don't tell, not give you anything you want this whole wide world. Mama gives you money for Sunday school. You tread your spoke candy after church is through. Smoke a cigarette, yeah, writing something nasty on the wall. Teacher sends you to the principal's office or down the hall. You grow up and learn that kind of thing ain't right. But while you were doing it, boy, I sure felt out of sight. I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? 'Cause I love them so. I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? 'Cause I love them so. Thank you. Right on. It's cool. It's stressful I mean, it's exciting and it's wonderful, but like getting it all built up is not, you know. Oh, yeah. Thoughts? Yeah. So it's really like a live recording session that you're seeing here. I'm recording myself as I go. And now I erased it all. That's all gone. They have looping pedals that you can store stuff in. You can store background tracks or some of the basic tracks like a drum beat. And some of them have like full drum beats in them. And I had one of those before. And I would put down like a bass line and some drums. And I would play it at a gig and it would start. And I'd hear the drums and the bass line. And it certainly was safer because it was already set. The tempo was correct. And the bass line or whatever I did was already set. So everything's set. So all I got to do is add onto it. But there was something in me that like it felt, that was me 2 weeks ago. I want you to hear me now, because me 2 weeks ago, that's a whole different person. If you know what I mean. Actually, 2 weeks ago is now. Or it was now back then, so now. Wait, it was 2 weeks ago and it was now. Okay, yeah. You know what I'm getting at. I think you do. Right on. It's cool. Yeah, so, yeah, like that tempo was a little more laid back. I've done it faster, so it's a little bit on the moment. So, yeah. All right, I've got this little list here, but I may or may not follow it. But thank you, Susan, for the great introduction. I built the Rock and Rhythm program. They hired me at Jefferson Middle School, which is right near the university, at Lomas and Girard. And they said, well, we have a band program, great band program, great orchestra program. You're not going to teach either of those. Then we have all the kids who didn't pick music. They didn't pick it for their elective. You get to teach all those kids. And I'm going to teach them music? Yeah, you teach them music. But they didn't pick music. They didn't choose music, so I have to teach a bunch of kids who didn't choose music. Music? Okay. But I was young and naive. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'll figure it out. I was excited to be playing music with kids. And they came in, and what I discovered was they absolutely wanted to play music. They really wanted to play music. They just needed a really different approach than the band and orchestra program. So, well, I asked them, like, well, you love music, I can see it. Why didn't you choose to be in band or orchestra? And I got an earful about why they didn't want to play, why they love music but didn't. It was intimidating. It's competitive. A lot of the other kids in band and orchestra had their own instruments, were taking private lessons. Some of the kids said, my family can't afford an instrument. I've never been able to play an instrument, so I'd like to, but I can't afford an instrument. And so I set out to move all those obstacles out of the way. Everything they told me as to why they weren't joining music programs, I'm like, all right, I'm going to move that out of the way. I will provide you an instrument. I will show you how to play the instrument. We will not be competitive. We will be a true team. We work together. Everybody is valued. We need everybody in the band. So I had this huge range of kids, too, in every way you can think of range of kids. And I had one room. And I'd go, okay, how do I? They said, well, you're supposed to teach them recorders. You know those beautiful sounding things? If you want to scare your dogs away, get 30 sixth graders and just play recorders. And they had some old junky ukuleles there, and they're like, and then you could sing and teach them music appreciation. I'm like, yeah, but they already love music. No, I don't. That doesn't sound like what they want. Basically, and I wanted to get them excited about playing music. I thought that was my main job. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I read the wrong job description, but I thought, how am I supposed to get these kids playing music and excited about playing music and excited about what's possible playing music in a group? And yeah, so and there was no funding, so I had to go out and I got we got donations at first, and then I got some grants, and it kind of built. Needless to say, and so it turned into Rock and Rhythm, which is what we named it, and they were 30-piece rock bands of 7th and 8th graders. So if you can imagine 30 kids, 7th graders, 8th graders, in our one band, 30 kids in one band, rock band. So we had 4 drummers, and we had 4 bass players, and we had 8 guitar players and 8 keyboard players, and we had 6 singers. This is one band. I haven't finished with one band yet. And then we had some vibraphones that were there. The kids really loved playing the vibraphones. And I just figured out how to teach this thing, and I just really made it up from, just from the ground up. And it was exhausting, but it was very rewarding, and a lot of kids benefited, and it kept growing and building. You can see the model is a great model for a lot of kids. So that's a little bit about rock and rhythm. And yes, I just left APS about a year ago. I left my program, my baby. It was really hard to do. Yeah. That's a little bit about rock and rhythm. You had asked to give it a little. Do you guys want groovier, jazzier? I have a lot of things I can do. Like, you like the Stevie Wonder, huh? How about this one? Do you guys want to be in the band? It's only me. Like, that's not much of a band. Because I brought some percussion instruments. I'm a teacher. Come on. What are you talking about? Like, of course. No, you can take it and go hide in the corner and play it if you want, wherever you want. But anyway, if you want to, let me do something really groovy and easy, fun to jam to. And if you want to grab a tambourine or a maraca, or you got to dig in there. I bring this to events where there's kids, so they, needless to say, they don't get back in the suitcase in a beautifully organized fashion. Okay, let's see. I have to save this because. Okay, this is just a fun jam tune that I wrote for my special person. It's called Anigogo, and it's just a fun thing to build up here, and I think you'll have fun. Please jam away, and no judgment zone. I'm a middle school teacher. Come on, I've seen things. Do we have any singers? guys ready for the percussion key blend? Percussion bass breakdown. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little more. Oh, get some vocals. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Come on, anybody wants my percussion? I got sticks. I got cymbals. Those are dangerous. Lots of shakers too. Okay, let's do a little crazy, just crazy non-rhythmic shake. Build up, and I'll put the groove back in. Go. Keep going. 2 more rounds. 1, 2, back to the groove. 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, thanks for being my band. So much fun. Crazy instrument, yes. No, yeah, it's a violin. Yeah. It's a violin. The correct number, 6. Yeah, right. It is going against all the rules of violin. Absolutely. So it has 6 strings. Most violins have 4 strings. Actually, most traditional, you know. Oh, most violins don't sound like that. Right? So that sounds like a normal violin. It has 2 lower strings. So for those of you who are violinists or know about guitars, whatever, it has an E string, an A string, a D string, and a G string. And that is a regular violin, those 4 strings. Then it goes down another 5th, like lower, into what a viola has. A viola is a slightly lower, and it has a C string. But this one even goes further into cello range. And there's an F string. Ooh. That's nice. But if you're listening, and you were listening, did you hear things that were lower than that note? Yeah. Because I'm plugged into this pedal board here, and I can take that note, and when it goes through the pedal, it gets rid of the violin sound and knocks it down a whole nother octave. Eat your heart out, bass players. Yeah, so isn't that amazing? So yeah, once you plug in, you can do it, and that's where we get the fun effects that you can do. Yeah, so that's kind of how I get those bass lines. And so I just add a stack, and there you go. Okay, now what? Tchaikovsky, eh? Okay. Did I hear my three favorite words? Jean-Luc Ponty. What? And when I was 16, my friend Bill in high school said, "Rob, dude, you gotta hear Jean-Luc Ponty." And I said, "What's a Jean-Luc Ponty?" Jean-Luc Ponty is a jazz fusion violinist. The reason I'm standing here, like, it's just so inspirational. I was a classical kid. I grew up in the north suburbs of Chicago. You know, there in Chicago, north side there. And I went to a high school, and we played all this wonderful classical music. And then my friend said, "Get a pickup on your violin and come play in our jazz fusion band." And I said, "I don't know what you just said, but yeah." I have no idea what half the words I didn't know what jazz fusion was. I had no idea. And I joined them, and that's what got me to this. But Jean-Luc Ponty, I can do that. Yeah, so he's a jazz fusion violinist, and this is the music that has affected me most in my life. So yeah, there you go. This is a tune by Jean-Luc Ponty. I have a couple. I'm gonna do this one because it's kind of fun and groovy, and people can keep their percussion going. It's one of his later tunes off of an album where he got a whole crew of amazing African musicians to play with him. And so if you know that album, but it's called Munaboa. And I will be using the bass sound for sure. Make sure I got my hemispheres of my brain fight while I'm doing this. They're fighting. Like, I've got the organized side. That's the left side, right? The one that's like, hold it. Let's make sure we have all this organized. And then my right side's like, "Oh, dude, cool. It's all cool, man. We're just gonna jam. It's cool. It's all good. It's great. Just come on. We want to play. I want to feel the music." And the other guy's like, it's like, nope. I feel them fighting in my head. Yeah. So this is called Munaboa. And yeah, let's do the whole tune. I think I can do this. I don't like that, so I'm just going to start over. Because if you don't get the first thing right, quite perfect, it's going to bug me the whole tune. And you know which side of my brain's going to be getting mad at me, right? All right. Well, thank you very much. So much. Thank you all for listening, and we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with another set of music. So great to meet you. Thank you all for being here. Come up and say hi. I am on Instagram. I have no recordings. You can thank all those middle schoolers. But I do post stuff on Instagram and on YouTube, and no, I'm working on YouTube, but for sure Instagram, and then you can also bug me. So and now that I'm retired from APS, it's time to make an album.
Yes, absolutely.
Only 27 years in the. So yeah, good. Thank you, Susan.
How about another round of applause for the amazing ROBB JANOV? Thank you so much. What fun. So I forgot to mention a very important piece of Solid Grounds, and that is your donations. That's how we stay going. It's we started out in June, as I mentioned, and all the bands we had from June until September 1st donated their performance time, which really helped us kind of, because we started out with no budget whatsoever, so that gave us a little cushion in our kitty. We started paying our acts September 1st, and we paid them well, because I'm a performer, and I know what it's like to not be paid well, so we like to pay them well, and we can only do that with your donations. So if you feel moved, give a little, give a lot. Also, we need volunteers. And you don't have to be a member of our church to volunteer for Solid Grounds by any means. You know what we really could use is a grant writer. We really want to go after some grants, some foundation grants. So if that is your thing, or you know somebody who could help us with that, let us know. If you want to bake cookies and drop them off, let us know. And I think that's all I have to say for now. Oh, yeah, that's it. Wait a minute. Let me see. You know, I think that's it. I know. We have an event going on November 22nd, and you see some flyers on your tables. It's called Glitter and Gumbo, and we're going to have somebody make homemade gumbo who got his gumbo recipe from the governor of Louisiana. He used to live in Louisiana, so it's the real deal. And we're going to have that first in the social hall. It starts at 5 o'clock, and then after you enjoy your gumbo, you can come out here and enjoy Solid Grounds. Or if you don't want to do the gumbo, you just want to come for Solid Grounds, then show up at 6:30 or 7. But yeah, November 22nd. It's a fundraiser for RGCSL, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, and also for Solid Grounds. So next week, we have a band called the Kipsies. Have you heard them before? Yeah. Oh, good. So I'm a Facebook stalker. I don't post a lot on Facebook, but I'm always looking at Facebook because my grandkids tell me Facebook is for older people, so I certainly qualify for that now. But I happened to stumble across one of their videos, the Kipsies, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of youthful energy. It's kind of folk, Americana, original music. So please come out and support us on that one. That is next week. There's a little table tent telling you all of our acts that are coming through till the end of the year. So take a look at that and enjoy the snacks. They're going away at about 8:15. So stock up now. You want to take some home, you can do that too, no. I would do that, but, Okay, that's it. So signing off for now, and we'll see you in just a few minutes with more of ROBB. Okay. Okay, everybody got their snacks for the second half? You ready to go? I want to welcome, well, see now, and Rob also gives lessons apparently, just like on the fly. If you're interested in seeing how this works close up, what a nice guy, huh? Working with mid-schoolers, oh my gosh. Anyway, as soon as they're finished chatting, Rob will be back with you for some more music. And here he is now. Oh, there he is, right there. It's Rob Janov right here at Solid Grounds. You go for it.
Now I have luggage. So people were asking about my instruments, and they let me know if you have questions about stuff, because this is all pretty off the beaten track for in general. But it's becoming more and more mainstream. Electric violins are becoming not such a rare thing in bands. Should I play this guy? Let's start with this thing. This is pretty new, so I haven't really played it much, but it's a new instrument that's has speakers on the instrument, and you have to plug it in the wall. You have to charge it like your phone. The guy makes it's a computer basically. Oh really? Okay. So let me do a little something with this to start us off. Ooh. That was a song called "I Just Made That Up." That was a song called I don't know. That was completely. I don't know what was. Yeah. Never know what's gonna happen. And honestly, I think I figured out that there's a switch on here, and the delay. I don't think you heard the delay for the first half of it. Yeah. You live and you learn, but it has delay on here, and can you hear the echo? That's so silly. I love it. Oh, it also has feedback cues too. So, yeah. All right. I did want to try to play this because it's pretty new, and as you can see, I'm trying to figure it out. But what a beautiful, amazing instrument. I like blue. It's a blue thing. I don't know. All right. Okay, I'm kind of in this key, so I'm going to stay in this key. Kind of in B flat. I'm going to play an original. I mean, there was a few other originals, but this was kind of an official original. I wrote it during the pandemic when we were all stuck at home, cleaning our groceries with sanitizing fluid, and oh my gosh. Did that really happen? Jeez. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Yeah, so I tend to write minor things, like the thing you just heard was pretty minery and like kind of mysterious, and somehow in the middle of the pandemic, I wrote the happiest song. It's all in major keys, all happy keys. I don't even think I have a chart for this. Why am I looking for charts? Do I? No, I don't know the chart. I wrote it. What am I talking about? Okay. I worked with some other electric violinists around the country, and one of them is her name is Martha, and she's a professor in New Jersey. She's at New Jersey City University, Martha Mook, and she's an amazing player. She just actually won a Grammy. She played with Laurie Anderson, if you know who that is. And so, yeah, so she's an awesome, creative, wonderful person. And in the pandemic, she said, we want to do this Bach project. Bach, you know Bach. Johann Sebastian Bach. Classical nerd, sorry. And she said, she's a violist. She said, we're going to do this Burning Down Brandenburg. Do you know, Brandenburg, they're concertos by Bach. The Brandenburg, they're very famous. They sound like that. They're very Bach and very Baroque and very beautiful. And she said, we're going to put this thing together. So if you want to play on it, great. Or if you want to just write something, like a cadenza for it, it's great. And here was I listened to this one viola Brandenburg thing that she was doing. I listened to it, I'm like, I'm going to write a cadenza, like a little short thing that could go in the middle of it. And as I was writing it, it turned into a whole tune. And it ended up being kind of a companion piece to Burning Down Brandenburg, which in the middle of it, it starts all very formal and sounds very Brandenburgy and very Bach, and then it starts to melt down and turn into Talking Heads. Burning down the house, burning down the house. Burning down the Bach. So, and I helped her edit this video. It's online if you want to see it. It's on YouTube. If you say Burning Down Brandenburg or Burning Down Bach, I edited it for her. And my Bach, this piece isn't in it. It's a separate companion piece. But it's pretty fun. It melts, and everybody's like, rah. And then at the end, it comes back to traditional Bach. So I wrote this piece as a companion piece to that, and it is called Bach Calypso. You hear me? The issue is sometimes my bandmates misbehave. Come on, behave. There it is. That's it. Okay. And I love echo delay. It's called delay in a lot of the. And I found this little. I'm just hitting one note, and it does that. And then I discovered that if I play rhythmically compatible with it, it turns into this. I forgot the bass line. I'm not supposed to tell you that, right? I'm just supposed to pretend nothing went wrong? It kind of makes the tune, so this is nice. But when I add the bass line, Yeah. Bach Calypso. Yeah, happiest song I've ever written, for sure. And my friend said, you should submit that to the New Mexico Music Awards. I'm like, what's that? I didn't really know. I'm not much of an awards person. You know, I'm like really into teamwork, and I don't like, I was really like, I didn't like, even in my classroom, I didn't want to make people feel, I mean, they do it already. Middle schools are crazy. They're already competitive, and they're very, hierarchical. They don't need me to help in that way. And so I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, so I'll submit it. So I submitted it, and I completely forgot about it. And then at home one night, and I get all these texts, you won! And I went, what did I win? Like, I got a bunch of my friends, a bunch of my musician friends all told me I won, and I had completely forgotten about it. And I didn't go to this thing that you're supposed to get up there and accept a little award and everything. I didn't know that it was happening. I blame middle schoolers. But yeah, so my Bach Calypso tune won a prize. Okay. Well, let me throw some tunes out there. You guys tell me what you want to hear. I have a bunch of this stuff. I have, let's just do this one. Okay. You'll know it. I think you'll know it. Oh, yeah. There's a few that we want to do here. This is good. Okay. Let's play. See if you can guess what song this is. Like, who can guess the song from the the slow build-up of the music without all the lyrics or anything? Like, it's a tune I think you'll know. I'm pretty sure you might know it. So let's see if you can figure out. I had this idea of going to my gigs and handing out little tiny white erase boards at all the tables, and making and if you can guess what the song is, hold it up. You win. You get a biscuit. I don't know. Okay. All right, you want to try it? Let's see if you can guess what song this is. It is, I think you know it. I think so. I think most of you will know it. Let me not mess it up. Can you guess? Oh, no. That's a good guess. That? No, but good guess. Okay, I'm taking way too long to build this up. Anybody have any neural pathways like, oh, oh, oh? I'll put the bass line down, see if this helps. My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma gonna set your flag on fire. Talking about hey now, I go all day. Giacomo Fino, anane, Giacomo Fina, hey. Look at my king, I'm dressed in red. I go all day. I bet you $5 to kill you dead, singing Giacomo Fina, hey. Talking about hey now, I go on day. Giacomo Fino, anane, Giacomo Fina, hey. Look at my king, I'm dressed in red. I go on day. I bet you $5 to kill you dead, singing Giacomo Fina, hey. My flagpole and your flagpole sitting by the fire. My flagpole to your flagpole gonna set your flag on fire. Talking about hey now, I go on day. Giacomo Fina, anane, Giacomo Fina, hey. I see that guy all dressed in green. I go one day. He and the man is a loving machine, singing Giacomo Fina, hey. Talking about hey now, I go one day. Giacomo Fina, anane, Giacomo Fina, hey. Your bestie is sitting by the fire. Your bestie says you want a party, so let's make those flames go Giacomo Fino, Ananis, Giacomo Fino. Let's hear the shakers. They're surprisingly hard to play, aren't they, actually? Like, you think it's really easy, but to get that really good beat, it takes a little bit. Like, try to hold them in, like, just 2 fingers and a thumb. Hey now, wacko on day, Giacomo Fino, Ananis, Giacomo Fino, eh. Talking about hey now, wacko on day, Giacomo Fino, Ananis, Giacomo Fino, eh. Hey! That's good. Did anybody get it? Ooh, I'm all echoey here. The chords, though, like making little neural pathways in your head going, that sounds really familiar, that sounds really familiar. It's amazing. We have, like, even people who say they're, like, non-musicians. If you listen to music and you've been listening to music for years, I consider you a musician because you know music. You may not know how to talk about it or say all the details or all the academic part of it, but you understand it on a more, like a visceral level. Most of the people who play music in the world don't read music. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh. Another one to guess this one. This is maybe. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. It'll just do a little short version of this. See if you can guess what song this is. It's in the completely wrong style. Like I took a song like this way over here in this style, and I put it in a style that's way over here. And I wonder how the person who wrote it would feel. But we can't ask that person. Here's a hint, because that person is no longer alive. That narrows it down, sort of. Make sure I play this right. Give you a chance to guess too. It's really hard. Because this is really like a Django Reinhardt, Gypsy, like that Roma jazz thing. The person who wrote this song and these chords and the melody I'm about to play was, here's a hint, way before the 1930s. It's fun, I love this game. Should I give you their initials? Or one initial? The first one went out, I guess the last, what? Should we give it a century? Yes, okay. This piece was written in 1869. Hopefully this makes you laugh when I play this. It was Brahms, Johannes Brahms, Joe Brahms. I always really want composers from way back to like, what would they just, I feel like they were either not even be able to compute, music would be so foreign to them, or I think Mozart, according to what they say, Mozart might have liked this. Maybe Brahms, I don't know. Never knew the guy. Okay. Time here. It wouldn't have helped to get his initials, would it? No. Oh, here's one to guess. I like this game. You guys okay? Am I just having fun with this, or are you guys? Hey, I'm having so much fun. And like, this one was written in the 20th century. Okay. I don't know that I have the exact year, but the second half of the 20th century. How about that? The second half of the 20th century. That does narrow it quite a bit down, sort of, I guess. Okay. This one, feel-wise, this is generally in the feel of the real song, more or less. Traveling in a fried-out Combi on a heavy trail, head full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, you come from a land down under, the bitters flow and men plunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. Yes, 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. He said, you come from a land down under, where women flow and men plunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Yeah, you win a biscuit. Oh wait, they shut down all the goodies. Yeah, if I had CDs, that's a good idea, right? Now I have a motivation to make CDs, just to give them away as prizes. I like that. It's good. Yeah, I was trying to think some way that all a whole place could have little tiny, little chalk. I like chalkboards a little better. Although, are they harder to read? What do you guys think? Help me out. Help me build this little dry erase board. Yeah. Is that a thing? Has anyone done that? Did we just make that up? I think we just did. Okay. Oh. Is it time to stop? Oh, let me do something kind of like to put us in a relaxing. How about like something kind of something really nice and relaxing? I think assuming I have the correct. I have this piece I wrote. It's kind of heavy. Do we want to go there? Go to heaviness. Somewhere I have a delay. Yeah, that should work, right? I think in that. Perfect. I lost my mom many, many years ago, very tragically and very suddenly. And as you can imagine, I was like in my early 20s, and we were a mess, of course, because it wasn't expected. It was very surprising and very devastating. And they said, "Do you want to play your violin at this service, at the ceremony?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would, but I can't. I'm going to just be a ball of blubbering mess at this thing because my mom was my world." And she's the one that nagged me to practice every day when I didn't want to practice. She is really responsible for me keeping my violin going. And so I never did, but I played a piece by Jean-Luc Ponty. If you want to check it out, it's beautiful. It's called Eulogy to Oscar Romero. And it's an absolutely magnificent piece. And I had that played at my mom's funeral. And then maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I was messing with my pedals and doing stuff, and this came out. And I realized, here it is. Here's my eulogy for my mom. It just took a lot of years to finally come out of me. So a really nice thing to relax if you want to close your eyes and whatever, it's a very, very meditative. And so thank you so much. It's been a joy playing for you all. you all. Thank you so much for the opportunity to play for you all. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. This beautiful place. Steve, thank you all so much for having me here. It was an absolute joy. Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Thank you, Rob. That was just amazing, mesmerizing, hypnotic. Wow. Hope to see you here next week for the Kipsies.
And I play around town. I play at all the Matucci's restaurants. And there's some flyers over there with all my gigs upcoming in the next 2 months. Or go to my website, violinjam.com. Or you can grab a card there. There's stuff there too. So thank you all so much. It was really, really very good experience playing y'all, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
You know, I was